This build is an all-around monster. For the shooting, I get a 92 midi and 86 three-pointer with Hall of Fame midi magician, guard up, and more Hall of Fame badges. We get gold blinders, deadeye, green machine, and much more gold shooting badges too. For defense, we have a 91 steal, 87 perimeter defense, and get gold glove and gold interceptor. Then we also get gold challenger and silver clamps. For playmaking, we get a 87 ball handle with Hall of Fame physical handles, gold ankle breaker, and gold unpluckable. Then we also get a 92 post control and high standing dunk with all Hall of Fame post scoring badges. This build is truly an all-around demon and is completely unstoppable. If you're a subscriber and want to be added on PlayStation, comment down below why I should add you and let me know your PSN as well. I'm trying to add some of my subscribers and I might potentially play with some of you. So now it is time for me to show you guys the best all-around 6'6" build in the game. So the greatest thing about this build is that it's so versatile in every single category. You could use screens or you could ISO. You can use it in any game mode as well, which is another great thing about it. It is meant basically for the twos and it works really good on the ones, but this build is insane as well on the threes and in rec, and you could run any position with it as well. You could be your team's lockdown, you could be the point guard, shooting guard, whatever you want with this build. But it is very good at dunking, very good at shooting. It can dribble, combo up, break ankles, and it plays very good defense. So for the height, if you watch my videos, mostly I usually go 6'6" or 6'7". Those are the meta heights. You get the best attributes going 6'6", and at this height you can also shoot over people's heads. Then for the weight, we're gonna go 228 pounds. So the reason for that is so that you get an 84 strength, and that will give you silver bulldozer. Then for the wingspan, you will go 7 foot, which is very close to max wingspan, so that we can get the highest three-pointer possible with the longest wingspan. And long wingspan is very good for shooting over people's heads and for playing defense, plucking people, getting those passing lane steals. Now, like I said, this build is extremely versatile in every single area. It does everything at a very high level. Now, before I get into the finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, let's start off with the physicals. So we're gonna put the stamina to a 99, then we're gonna put the speed up to an 81 as well. 81 is a very good sweet spot for guard builds in this game. You get those silver speed booster, silver hyperdrive, all of that. Then the acceleration, we're gonna put that to 73, which is the sweet spot for silver blow by. We're gonna max out the strength. That gives you silver bulldozer, like I said, and then silver brick wall and silver immovable enforcer. Now those two badges are very good for the defensive end, because when you bump them on defense, it makes them lose stamina or they'll lose adrenaline, and these badges are very good with that. And then for the vertical, we're gonna put that to a 60, which is important for a specific finishing badge and for chase down artists. As you can see, you need a 60 vertical for chase down and then a 60 vertical for rise up. Now for the finishing, let's start with the post control real quick. If you max out your post control, if you did not know, you get gold unpluckable. Now the reasoning for this is because post control does not take many attributes in this game. As you can see, it does not take that many attributes. My overall only went up 3 from 51 to 54. So that gives you gold unpluckable, and then you don't need to go with a 92 ball handle. You can go with like an 86 or an 87 and still get gold unpluckable. So for the standing dunk next, we are going to go with a 73. Now the reasoning for that is that we get bronze rise up, fast twitch, precision dunker. We get all these badges on bronze. All right, now that's very good. This build will be insane. It's standing dunks. You can even meter dunk with it. And then if you go with a 36 driving dunk, so we move that up 3 from 33 to 36. All right, you need to have a 36 driving dunk in this game in order to trigger the driving dunk animations, and then that will rely off of your standing dunk, and you will be able to dunk the ball every single time when you are driving. So if you have like a 33 or a 35 or less, that is a no. You need a 36 driving dunk. Then for the driving layup, we're gonna go with a 70, so that gives you bronze fearless finisher and gold pro touch. So this build is perfectly fine with layups, and it's also very good at dunking, and you can also do post stuff as a bailout. Now I told you this build is insanely good at everything. Well, the best part of it is the shooting actually. So we're going to max out the midi, and when you max out the midi at a 92, That gives you Hall of Fame Midi Magician. Now, Hall of Fame Midi Magician is very OP. Those fadeaway midis are very useful in every single game mode, but they're very, very busted on the 2s and the 1s. And also in Pro-Am too, if you shoot front fades, that is very busted. And then for the 3-pointer, we're going to go with an 86. We're not going to max it out at 87. There's no point to do that. We can already get all jump shots with a 92 or lower rating. So you can get that Tracy McGrady base. And then if we go with an 86-3 instead of 85, that gives you Silver Agent 3. And then with the 85, that gives you Bronze Limitless and Gold Corner Specialist. But the main thing here is with a 92 midi, instead of like say an 86 or something, that gives you a lot more Hall of Fame badges. You get Guard Up, Midi Magician, Open Looks, all of those Hall of Fame badges down there. And then you get Blinders, Deadeye, Green Machine, all the important shooting badges on gold. So you can shoot over people's heads because you're 6'6". We got a long wingspan, 7 foot, and then all the important necessary shooting badges for you to thrive with this build. Next, we have the playmaking and the passing. Now usually I go with like an 86, 87 ball handle, and that will not change today. We are going with an 87 ball handle, and the reason for that is because if you go with an 86, you get that Kemba Walker escape moves. And that move is just like the Trae Young animation that all the little guards use. And then if you go with an 87, you get Silver Killer combos. And that is a pretty necessary badge as well. It's not super necessary, but it definitely helps out. And then as you can see, we have Gold Unpluckable with only an 87 ball handle instead of having to go with a 92 like this. Then for the speed with ball, we're gonna hit that sweet spot of 75 that gives you Silver Blow-By, Speed Booster, and Hyperdrive. All very good badges. And then as I've mentioned in a few recent videos, as long as you get the Pro Dribble style on your build, speed with ball does not matter. You could have an extremely low speed with ball and be fine. Now for the pass accuracy, we are going to go with a 70. Usually I go with a 68 or a 57, like a low pass accuracy, because you can still pass very, very good with a low pass accuracy in this game. But I'm gonna go with a 70, which is a little bit higher, so this build will be a tiny bit better at passing. And now it is time for the defense. So we're gonna go with an 87 perimeter defense. Now the reason for that is that gives you Gold Challenger. Now Gold Challenger is very good at like getting better contests, getting higher percent contests against players, and it is more likely to make them miss. Challenger is the best defensive badge besides Clamps, and we also get Silver Clamps because we have a high strength and we're over an 85 perimeter. Then for the steal, it's not a hanky build unless you have a 91 steal. Gold Glove is too overpowered in this game, and Gold Interceptor is also very good as well. It's a pretty decent difference between Silver and Gold Interceptor and Silver and Gold Glove. Gold Glove does wonders. I've had games where I've had 20 steals in a 1v1 game throughout the year. It is too overpowered to not have Gold Glove on your build. You can just pluck, take the ball from anyone. It takes no skill. So next for the interior defense, we are going to go with a 74 interior defense. That gives you bronze post lockdown, and then the higher your interior defense is with you having chase down artist, you get better block animations in my opinion. With a 74 interior defense, you'll be able to stop post scorers a little bit. We have a high strength as well with an 84. So like I said, this build is very good for the 2s and the 1s where you have to play a lot of defense. Then for the block, we are going to go with a 68. With a 68 block, you get bronze chase down artist, and with that 60 vertical, it's very important. So this build can get blocks, play defense in the paint, box up guards, pluck everyone. It does it all. And then personal preference, because I am an ISO guard and I like to ISO. Say if I miss, I want to be able to get my own rebound. If I max out my offensive rebound to a 60, that gives you bronze rebound chaser. And then when you get a 59 as well, you get bronze box out beast. So this build has a high strength. It gets box out beast, rebound chaser. You'll be able to get some offensive rebounds as well, so you won't get those clunky rebound animations. So this is very useful if you're an ISOer as well, because if you miss, you're more likely to grab your rebound than the guard on you that has no rebound on their build. Now let's go through the build again real quick. You get Gold Unpluckable and Hall of Fame post scoring badges with that 92 72 post control. You can driving dunk because we have a 36. This build can do layups as well. We have a very high standing dunk, so it's good for ISOing so that you're not forced to do layup animations every time. And then with the high post control, you could drop step and then get a standing dunk every single time. We have the highest possible midi. 92 midi with an 86 three-pointer. We get all the important gold shooting badges, blinders, Deadeye green machine. Then the important Hall of Fame badges, midi magician, guard up, open looks. And then we have Silver Agent 3 with Limitless. This build can pass very good. We get Gold Unpluckable, Hall of Fame physical handles, and Ankle Breaker on gold. Then me personally, I'm going to use that Pro Dribble style. We have a 75 speed with ball. We get that Silver Speed Booster. Then for the steal, you get Gold Glove, Gold Interceptor. Very important necessary badges. They're too OP in this game. In the perimeter defense, you get an 87 with Gold Challenger and Silver Clamps. This build can box up post scorers too with a high interior. We got a good block. We have chase down artists. We can get our own boards when we ISO because we have a high offensive rebound. And then because of the 73 acceleration, we get silver blow by and silver fast feet too. We have an 84 strength, so when we bump defenders, they lose stamina because of brick wall, immovable enforcer. And then that is the build, one of the best 6'6" builds in the game. We get long wingspan too. It's an amazing build. I would recommend using it on the 2s. You can literally use it in every single game mode, which is what is amazing about this build. And then when you make the build, it has shades of Gary Payton, Marcus Smart, and Jalen Suggs. So this is telling you this build is very good on defense. And it is called a two-way, 3-level threat, one of the best all-around builds you could ever imagine in this game. Thank you guys for watching this video. I absolutely love this build. Let me know in the comments section down below if you're going to make it, and tell me why I should add you on PlayStation and what your PSN is. I'm looking to add some of my subscribers, maybe play a few games with them sometime. Comment down below why I should add you. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch. My social medias are in the description. Thank you guys for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you in that next hanky banger.